Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
They are here next week to begin that training.
Rockford's mayor gives an update on body cameras for Rockford officers. The reason, he says, there was a bit of delay. Illinois' eviction moratorium is ending. How some landlords say the governor doesn't realize how deep the restrictions have hurt them.
We kind of had to find a new way forward.
A local nonprofit helping individuals with Down syndrome shifts their fundraising efforts to food trucks. The reason for the change and why this month is important to the organization. Good evening, I'm Alexis Carpello. Thanks for joining us tonight. A man is clinging to life after being hit by a vehicle Saturday night. The crash happened on 20th Street and Reed Avenue. Rockford Police tweeted about this scene around 9:40 p.m. Investigators tell us the man has life-threatening injuries. Roads were closed for hours. The driver remained on scene during the investigation. Rockford police officers will soon be wearing a new addition to their uniforms. Rockford's mayor, Tom McNamara, tells us the cameras are now in the city and police will begin training. We told you back in May, City Council approved a body-worn camera deal with Axon. City officials say all the back-end work like telecommunication and IT have been done. Body cameras were supposed to be implemented this summer, but McNamara tells us there were some delays in training.
In the month of October, you will either, for sure, you will begin to see them on the street. Will they be on all officers at once? I can't say that. But I'm hopeful by the end of October, early November, every single officer has been trained, has them out on the street.
Hundreds of Rockford police officers will have to be trained to learn how to use the cameras. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says he will not extend the eviction moratorium past tomorrow. The moratorium began in March of 2020. Now, over a year later, Rachel Perry spoke with a local property owner. And Rachel, he tells you he doesn't think the governor understands the impact the moratorium has had on landlords.
That's right, Alexis. He says the financial and emotional stress is causing him and other property owners to start selling, and says the risk of another shutdown is too big.
They sometimes haven't received rent from people who are struggling that are living there, and that's why we had the eviction moratorium in place, because we didn't want anybody to be thrown out during the middle of, the toughest times in the pandemic.
I don't think our governor understands. I'll be blunt, I don't think he understands, and I don't think he wants to understand.
Tim JENSEN says he doesn't believe Governor J.B. Pritzker understands the impact the moratorium has caused.
If you don't understand the struggle, then, he's just going to do what he thinks is politically viable.
JENSEN runs the Rockford Real Estate Investors Association and owns more than 50 properties in the area, but now wants to sell nearly 35%.
What would you say has been the biggest stressor?
It's really financial has been obviously up there, but emotional. I mean, it's this isn't how I envisioned it. I got to tell you, before the pandemic, I was like, all right, I'm going to keep going and going because I love real estate. And it just made me realize, is this what I want to do?
JENSEN tells me while most of his tenants are paying rent, the risk of another moratorium is too much.
Okay, we're in it for, this is going to be the long haul. And I'll be honest with you, I'm still uncertain whether that the governor isn't going to come out Monday and extend the eviction moratorium again.
Despite the stress, he says he believes most tenants aren't the bad guys.
They have hurts and they have hang-ups and they have stresses that you probably don't know about. That doesn't mean you get walked over, but just have a little empathy for them.
JENSEN tells me he doesn't plan to or want to evict anyone, but he does say since eviction records are sealed till 2022, it's important for all home providers to screen tenants' credit reports. Alexis?
All right, thanks, Rachel. Although the moratorium is ending in Illinois, renters can still get some help. Governor J.B. Pritzker says the state has many resources for those in need of help.
Rental assistance programs, literally, hundreds of millions of dollars are available and have been available to renters. Many people have taken us up on that, which is great, and it's helping them to come current with their landlords.
There's a total of $60 million to go around. We'll have a link for help in this article at mystateline.com. A Forest City nonprofit in need of critical funds hosts a food truck fundraiser to get some extra help. Gigi's Playhouse Rockford has been forced to cancel their annual gala for the past 2 years. The fundraiser helps raise money for educational, therapeutic, and career programs for individuals with Down syndrome. Food trucks line City Market's pavilion. Gigi's Playhouse Rockford executive director says helping individuals with Down syndrome become their best selves is the goal of the organization.
Part of what we're doing here today is reminding people that it's important to accept individuals for who they are. So this is our supporters coming together in support of individuals with Down syndrome to help to encourage them to become their best.
October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month, which organizers like to call Down Syndrome Acceptance Month. President Joe Biden spent the weekend trying to unite Democrats behind his legislative agenda. The White House scrapped their timeline to get both an infrastructure and spending plan passed and says they are now focused on delivering. Anna Warnicki is in Washington with more as she's keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
Good evening. Before President Biden left for Delaware, he said he's going to take his time to push both items on his wish list through Congress. And he says in order to make that happen, Democrats are going to have to adjust the price tag.
We're concerned about delivering.
White House senior advisor Cedric Richmond said on Fox News Sunday that there's no set timeline to pass President Biden's Build Back Better agenda.
We're not using an artificial timeline, and we're not concerned with process.
Richmond says President Biden's main focus is getting both the infrastructure bill and budget reconciliation package across the finish line. But Democrats are divided on the price tag. President Biden told Democrats on Friday that progressives will have to come down from the $3.5 trillion price tag for the spending bill. Vermont Democrat Bernie Sanders said on ABC's This Week that's already much less than the $6 trillion he initially proposed.
$3.5 trillion should be a minimum, but I accept that there's going to have to be give and take.
Bernie Sanders, the far left Democrats are driving the bus, and Joe Biden is just along for the ride.
Wyoming Republican Senator John Barrasso said on Fox News Sunday that if Democrats want to pass a pricey spending plan, they'll have to do it alone.
Every Republican is united against it.
Senate Democrats would need every Democrat on board to pass the bill through reconciliation. And right now, Democratic Senators Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema say they won't support it unless Democrats bring the price tag down by at least $1.5 trillion.
The House is out of session for the next 2 weeks, and the Senate is scheduled to convene on Monday. In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki. Back to you.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Well, scattered rain showers, they will continue for this evening, becoming a little less in coverage as the sun sets. But the rain that's come down, we've had no severe weather, but there have been some heavier downpours for some from time to time. All of this rotating around a large upper level low that continues to slide off to the east of us. So we've got a few heavier showers now working down towards the Dixon area. You are going to hear a couple rumbles of thunder with that. Again, no severe weather anticipated, just those heavier downpours here for us this evening. A lot of these showers driven by some of the heating of the day that we've had for this afternoon, rotating around that low pressure system, now moving into western Michigan. So as the sun sets this evening, we'll start to see some of that coverage kind of decrease a little bit. A few showers, those will linger here as we head into the overnight, kind of similar to what we had last night. And then with the heating of the day, we'll see a few more of those showers tomorrow afternoon kind of pop back up with an isolated thunderstorm or two. Now the rainfall we've had over the weekend was a blessing for some. Had some heavier downpours come through, not enough to really cause too much of a concern with flooding issues, but more rain than what we've seen in quite some time. In fact, our two-day rainfall total from Saturday into Sunday, 1.2 inches of rain. That's the most amount of rain we've picked up here in the Rockford area since August 9th, when we had 2.52 inches of rain. That was also the day where we had several tornado warnings later into the afternoon. As far as the rain is concerned here for us this evening, we've had a couple pockets of some heavier showers that have come through, and you can see some of that here for us as we go through this evening. Again, fading out as we get closer to about 9-10 o'clock tonight, and then we'll keep a few of those clouds. Might even see some fog develop as we head into the overnight hours tonight, and then a couple of showers that may pick back up as we go throughout the day tomorrow. You've got the heating of the day. Just like today, those will be very scattered throughout much of the region. These will fade away as that low pressure system weakens a bit. Now, Futurecast does want to keep in a couple of showers going into our Tuesday. It's possible, but I think Tuesday might end up to be a mostly dry day. But we do hang on to our wind flow coming in from the east and northeast, and so we've got that moisture kind of stuck here in the lower part of the atmosphere. So despite that easterly wind, we're really not going to clear out of the cloud cover. So I think our skies will stay rather cloudy. We'll see some peaks of sunshine for the next couple of days. And we've actually got a little bit more of an active pattern, so to speak, compared to what we've had here the last several weeks. Now, as we go throughout the afternoon on Tuesday, we'll hang on to a few of those clouds. Temperatures will stay in the low to mid 70s, still remaining above average. So tonight and tomorrow, our rain showers tied into this low pressure system over the eastern Great Lakes. Middle to end of the week, this low begins to fade away. It kind of meshes up with another low developing to the south. That becomes the main dominant low. That'll actually meander back up to the north, and as it does, pull in a little bit more Gulf moisture. So we'll see those showers develop again Wednesday, Thursday, and then into Friday. Live look with our Mercy Sky Track camera now out over Rockford. You see those clouds building up mixed in with the sunshine. Temperatures have warmed into the low to mid 70s, so still staying above average. 76 degrees in Rockford, 75 in Janesville, 74 right now in Rochelle, 73 for our weather watcher Jim. Had half an inch of rainfall. That was the same for our weather watcher Ben in South Beloit, currently 73, and also half an inch of rainfall. 61 degrees for us tonight. We really don't see those numbers drop off too much here for the overnight despite that northerly wind. We're back up near 75 for tomorrow afternoon. Winds will stay from the northwest, kind of shifting around to the north. At times, though, take note, could gust 20 to 25 miles per hour, so it does get a little on the windier side. Temperatures then stay in the low to mid 70s. We're staying above average here as we work throughout the week. I think Wednesday night into Thursday might be our next best chance to get some rain, even a rumble of thunder. Slight chance then will continue there as we head into Friday. And then we've got the 80s, Alexis, that'll take us here as we head into the weekend. So even though we got that dip in our numbers, you know, these next couple of days compared to where we were last week, we're still above average. So that trend continues. But I think as we get through the month of October, we'll see the warmer temperatures, but we've got a better chance for rainfall. So we might start to make up a little bit for the deficit that we've accumulated here over the last couple of months.
Well, I'm ready for those 70s to stay and stick around.
I know.
Here.
It was nice to have the windows open a little bit. You know, yesterday was a bit muggy, but today not too bad.
Well, thanks, Candice. Scott's in next with sports. The Bears got theirs back on track today against the Lions. Scott has the highlights, and David Greenberg at Soldier Field will have reaction from the Bears.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
As usual, the Detroit Lions arrived on the Bears' schedule at just the right time. The Bears were reeling last week after getting embarrassed in Cleveland. Today, the Bears' offense had new life against their division rivals from Michigan. Now, leave it to the Lions to botch a snap inside the 10. It caroms right into the arms of Bilal Nichols. Bears football late in the first quarter. Now, either Matt Nagy saw the lights as a play caller or someone else was calling the plays. The Bears actually let Fields throw downfield. Fields throwing a beauty here to Darnell Mooney. It's a 64-yard gain to the Lions 26 late in the first quarter. That led to this. David Montgomery running hard as always and scoring his second touchdown of the half for a 14-0 lead. And that got a fist punch out of Nagy. Third quarter, Fields again going deep. And again, it's Mooney inside the 5-yard line. Damian Williams followed that up with a touchdown run. Fields gets his first win as an NFL starting quarterback, 24-14 the final. David Greenberg was at the game. He joins us from Soldier Field with the Bears' reaction to the win. David?
The reaction after last week's loss to the Browns was strong, but it was warranted. Now 1 week later with the Bears back in the win column, it seems like some of those tensions have been relieved.
The tweet this past week is saying, I love adversity, and I truly do love that because it just brings a whole different person out of me. And, you know, in some ways I'm glad, you know, last week happened. You know, I think if we would have won last week, it wouldn't have pushed us as much this week to get better and practice as hard.
What a great job for him to be able to respond to what happened, to learn, to get better. That's what this game's all about, right? You're a rookie quarterback in a tough environment, your first start. You come back at home and you bounce back, and he did that. He made great plays. He made great throws, great decision making. His teammates stepped up for him. The defense did. The special teams, his coaches did. And for that, I'm proud of all those guys.
He was more comfortable, calm, and just being able to get that first one out the way and just understanding, I mean, that it's not that different. Like, you just got to play regular. Just be yourself and just go out there and play. And he did that today.
With the win, the Bears improved to 2-2. Still plenty of stuff to work on before next week's matchup against the red-hot Las Vegas Raiders. At Soldier Field, I'm David Greenberg.
Thank you, David. Well, last week the Browns were the Bears' enemy. Today the Bears were hoping the Browns would do them a favor by beating the Vikings. Kirk Cousins connects with Justin Jefferson for a 12-yard TD in the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0, but that was their only touchdown of the game. Kareem Hunt dives into the end zone to give the Browns an 8-7 lead in the second quarter. Fourth quarter, Vikings down 14-7. Cousins going deep for Adam Thielen, but Greedy Williams picks him off, and the Browns win a low-scoring game, 14-7. At Lambeau, the Packers lead the Steelers 20-10 in the third quarter. In baseball, the White Sox trail the Tigers 5-2 in the ninth. The Cubs lead the Cardinals 3-2 in the eighth. They're on a rain delay in St. Louis. In the college football rankings, Iowa has jumped up to third in the nation this week. The Hawkeyes slide in right behind Alabama and Georgia. Penn State is fourth. Cincinnati is fifth. 5 Big Ten teams are ranked now in the top 11.
Candice is back with one last look at our forecast, and we're trending cooler and maybe some more rain.
Yeah, you know, the rainfall will be nice. We've got a couple more opportunities. In fact, our 7-day has more rain on it than what I can remember in weeks past. You know, at least the chance for it. Not every day we're going to see rainfall like we had over the weekend. Very scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms. Those continue here for us this evening, down to 60 degrees for us tonight. 75 tomorrow. We stay in the 70s through the rest of the week.
All right, well, thanks, Candice, and thanks for making us your home team tonight. Have a great night.